Hi, my name's Simon. I'm the developer of Storm Clouds Over the Western Front, a 2D dogfighting game set in World War One. I haven't done too many devlog videos, and the last one was maybe over a year ago, and I just want to do a few more videos before the game is released. The code is pretty much done. The coding and the assets are pretty much done. I'm just tidying up really. And I just want to do a few videos showing off the contents of the game in the style of a devlog. So the most recent change that I've done is adding in the maps for the different campaigns. The campaign is very roughly a 1 hour long game where ground and air forces go at each other, and you can either free flight in a fighter plane or take on a range of missions, and you can affect the progress of the battle with your performance. The first campaign, WW1 Redux, is designed to span the entire war, or at least the bit with aerial combat. From 1916 to 1918, you can access all the major planes that fought in the war in one campaign. All the other campaigns focus on a particular time period of the war. I'll start it up. Gives you a bit of a spiel about the particular campaign that you've selected. You can choose to be either Germany or Britain. I'm just going to choose Britain for the first campaign. I'll start the game. Okay, here we are. 1916. We're in a Nieuport 17 to start with, one of the very early war fighters. It gives you a little spiel about the plane that you're in. Get rid of that. We'll have a quick look at the map. We're on a map that centres around the town of Arras in northern France. The centre of the map shows two zigzag lines. They're the front lines, the trenches of each side. In between is no man's land. We'll take off and fly, go and have a look. Okay, so we're up in the air. Moving towards the front lines. You can see in the background the new 3D background. Looks a lot nicer than the old 2D style. A lot more realistic, and also it lets me do nicer effects like sea, rivers, things like that in later versions of the game. We're flying over the town of Arras right now. As the seasons progress, you'll see the trees change colour, change amount of leaves. Summertime they're full of leaves, wintertime there's no leaves, etc, etc. Coming up to no man's land now. Here's the trenches in the background, here's the British front line. Shells impacting, German shells impacting. Here's no man's land. Here's the German front line with people shooting at me. Try and avoid them. Go and fly behind the lines. Well, that's really the map of Arras. There's a few villages here and there. It starts out in springtime. There's not much to show on this one. Let's quit and have a look at another map. Okay, the next campaign in the list is the Fokker Scourge. Set at a time when the Allies were having a particularly bad time of it against the German Fokker E.III plane. Then the Allies produced two planes that were equal or better to the Fokker. I'll start this one up. No, I'll start as Germany this time. Show off the Fokker. There it is. This time around I'm not going to fly, I'm going to cheat and use a debug tool, free camera, save a bit of time. Zoom out and move around and have a look at the map. This map is based in, I think I'm pronouncing it right, Ypres in Belgium. It looks pretty similar, to be honest. It's all northern France style countryside in all of these maps. front line is here. Wooded. Was a wooded area at one point. The British lines, and then the town of Ypres being damaged by all the constant shelling. British airfield. And that's pretty much the map. This map is a lot smaller. It's based at the very start of the air combat time period of the war, and the planes are quite slow, so I've made the map fairly small to counter that. It doesn't take too long to fly to the other end of the map for the missions that require that. Okay, I'm going to quit and show the next map, which is slightly different. No, it's not. Bloody April map uses the same, it's based on the same map that the Western Front is based on. Arras, I've already shown that, I won't show it again. Tanks at Cambrai, this is slightly different. Based in winter, so as you can see, the place is covered in snow. There are a few sound effects. Kind of hint at the fact that it's winter. No leaves on the trees. Lots of wind blowing, icy cold wind. And the whole point of this map is that it introduces... where are they? Tanks. First time the British, or one of the first times the British used tanks in World War I. Germans don't have anything like that at this point. Okay, I'll quit and show you the last map, which is final months, set in the final months of the war. Big, fast planes, so the map is much bigger this time round. Top of the Camel, all the later planes of the war. There are even later planes. Won't show them now though. This time, if you look at the top at the middle of the screen, it says July, so it's summertime, and everything looks a lot greener. It's a forest in here. Sounds like summer. This town is this map is located Amiens, I think it's pronounced. Again in northern France. There's a quiet moment on the front, quiet on the Western Front. German lines. The only other different thing that this map does, because it's summer, is at night time. In the middle of the day, should be able to hear skylarks above airfields, above open spaces. Another cue that it's summer. No, oh well. Well, that's the last map. Thanks for watching. If you have questions on anything in this video or about the Storm Clouds game, then use the comments. I'm happy to discuss anything, and if there is something to show you, I could even do another devlog video answering your question. And you can also connect with me via any of the links below. See you in the next video.